What's up, Vegas?
Hello, Vegas! All right, wait. We're doing a show, and you're shutting the fuck up.
These people who pay for premium seating, you pay $5 extra and you think you own us.
You will have a time to speak. We will do some Q&A. We think of some if you got hot takes tonight, there will be a time later tonight where you can get your hot takes out.
Yeah.
That's housekeeping.
Think of a hot take now. Hamilton. Okay, that's
right,
strike two for this guy.
That's right. That's yeah.
You won't hear strike three. You'll just be out cold. Okay.
God.
How's everybody doing?
2024 in the books. Done.
Were you guys crying?
Yeah. Were you crying? Because Lewis Hamilton is still going to be in the fucking sport. Shut up. Shut up. Like you give a fuck about the manufacturer who supplied cars to the Nazis.
Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas, Guanyu, they're actually leaving. And he's like doing donuts. Like...
And Crofty's sobbing in tears, like, what are you doing? You know that meme where it's like the kid playing in the pool, then there's another kid slightly drowning, and then there's a skeleton in the It's Lewis playing with,
Lewis
with
moving
Toto,
to another team.
moving to another team.
A better team.
Lando Norris winning the race is like he's kind of drowning, and then the end of Valtteri Bottas's fucking Guan Yu Zhou's career. Kevin Magnussen plummeting in just a skeleton.
I will say, I was like, I'm really invested in this Constructors Championship. I'm really invested in it. I'm really investing in it. And then it was like, wait, Lewis could catch George in this race? I was like, fuck the Constructors. When Lando crossed the finish line and they showed Lewis do the overtake in the small little picture, I was like, what the fuck? Who cares about Lando winning a meaningless race after the World Championship drive for the drivers is over?
He's gonna win the 2025 championship, dude. I'm back! I am back on my Delulu Lando Norris train. When it doesn't matter, he performs so well, and when it matters, he's fucking nowhere. But dude, he's rocking the little he's rocking that little mohawk. I want him to come back next year fully bleached out. Well, I knew that George, you know what? I knew George was gonna let him pass. Because George is like obsessed with having the moral high ground right now. And he's like, see, I will let Lewis pass me. He did not put up a fight.
Well, he was like, when Toto was like, George, keep it clean. And Toto was like, of course.
Yeah.
It's me. I've been nothing but a reliable wingman to my best friend Lewis. Of course, it's me you're talking about.
I'm George. I race clean exclusively.
Yeah.
However, that Max Verstappen move, turn one, was literally the exact same move that George pulled on Max in Baku last year. Or was that last year or was that 2 years ago? Last year, when Max was like, mates, we all have no grip, mates.
Yeah.
Mates, we all have no grip. And then he told him, he was like, well, it's coming to you next time.
Yeah.
It was to a T, that exact same move.
It was funny when Max went, yeah, super unlucky there. That is the driver equivalent. That is the closest a driver will get to saying, I fucked up.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
Dude, he really is a gaslighter.
Well, what's interesting is like when they talked to Oscar at the end of the race, he was like, he apologized. And I'm wondering if I'm Max, I'm like, don't tell them I apologize. Yeah. That's against my brand.
Yes.
He's like Two-Face the other way. No one can know I'm nice.
Right.
Oh, God.
It's interesting, like the expectation. Like, Jack Doohan is starting out where he should, like, you suck. Like, coming in hot is a curse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're talking about this.
Yeah.
Like De Vries, first race, he's the best ever. And then Yuki Tsunoda's just like wiping the floor with him. They're like, please get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm having buyer's remorse.
Yeah. You don't want to start hot.
You don't want to start hot. Well, if you can't keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, don't start hot, guys.
Yeah.
Don't start hot.
That's kind of that's our career. I want to talk about Lando Norris. I want to talk about Lando Norris starting from pole, finishing that first lap, still in first place. Thank you, Max Verstappen, for your help.
Yeah.
When Piastri was in P2, I was like, he's gonna fucking get him.
Yeah, but that's actually the reason why like it's hard to say like don't go for him, because if you don't go for P1
Right.
and P2, you can just get swallowed up.
Yeah.
You can't be really passive.
Yeah. Well,
Also, after Oscar got knocked out, and like their entire hopes were now on Lando. They were like, McLaren's calling like, Lando, you've always been our number one.
Yeah.
Hey, Lando.
Yes.
Oscar who?
Yeah, Zack Brown's like, remember I bought you your first single-seater, man? Bought you first single-seater?
You've always been number one.
No, but it was he dominated the race. Again, but today did matter. That was like, it was an actual, there was a clutch element to his race today. It wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
This is like a guy who's like, I think she's changed, dude. I know
Who's
we broke,
changed?
I'm going back into a bad relationship. I'm like, she's different, man. I swear it's going to be different this time.
Yeah.
You're like, sure.
Well, yeah, he said he learned what it takes now. Then I was like, I got it now. I'm like, what? I learned. What did he learn?
Yeah, what did Lando learn?
What did Lando
this year?
learn? He's like,
That he doesn't have that dog in him.
yeah, that killer instinct is just something you can get. Yeah, I learned to like have a really hard upbringing and like what? Like how does that work? It's over. Like you can't develop that at 19 or 20 or whatever it is.
No, he just needs the bit of the car advantage, and then maybe he has a chance. But then, yeah, next year is going to be insane. Like this year was amazing. Next year, it better be good. Because I feel like 26 on, it's just going to be another race. Someone's just going to have the edge, and we're going to have like 3 years of someone, George Russell.
Yeah.
Of George Russell winning championships. Oh, shut up! He's the only one who at least has the courage to tell Max to go fuck himself.
He's like, someone needs to do it.
Yes.
Someone needs to do it. That's like me being like, Joe Rogan's gotten out of hand. Someone needs to take up the mantle against him.
The left needs a Joe Rogan.
The left needs a Joe Rogan.
It shall be me.
It shall be. It's like, are you kidding me? You can't even beat your old ass teammate who is not getting preferential treatment anymore. Lewis dunked on you from the other side of the court. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What about Leclerc? Well,
He finished behind signs. They fired the wrong guy.
They fired the wrong driver. Fired the wrong driver.
They fired the wrong guy.
That
was sarcastic. Whoever's clapping, get out. That was whoever's clapping, get out.
Yeah, people were like sad for Lewis. I mean, like there is a reason to be sad for Carlos Sainz. Like he'll never be on a podium again in his entire life.
Yeah.
Like that's sad. People being
Ever
sad
again.
that Lewis is going to he'll be in a better position than he was for the last 3 years. Next year.
Anyone who's sad for Lewis has never had an actual sad thing happen to them. I'm so sad for Lewis. He's getting $700 million to go somewhere else.
To go to a better team.
To go to the best franchise ever. It's crazy. It's crazy. What about K-Mag? K-Mag got fucking taken out by Bottas, and he was like, come on, man. Yeah. Oh, that's just fucking great.
Dude, that Bottas crash was like, that was rookie behavior.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Just fully skating along, slamming into him.
Yeah.
And Bottas, he's going to be the reserve for Merck next year. He's at least got a seat of someplace to be. K-Mag's like...
Kevin Magnussen's just going to walk into the fucking desert like a Western...
He is going to be like one of the guys that's like, in a couple years, like if Cadillac wants him, they're going to find him like underneath the hood of a car. Like, like the CEO of Cadillac's going to be like, Kevin. He like kicks the truck. Kevin like rolls out. He's like, I'm retired. Goes back underneath the truck. Like that's gonna be Kevin Magnussen's future.
Yeah.
If he even gets that opportunity. But no, in actuality, maybe he'll go to IndyCar. Maybe he'll do IMSA. Yeah, I mean that start from Leclerc was sexy as fuck.
It looked like Max in the wet, but it was just like in the dry.
It was a full cheat code on like 0 damage. Like I'm playing against the easiest computer. It's like when I play. It's like sometimes if I'm on a flight and I don't have internet, sometimes I'll play chess, and I'll go on like for a baby, please, and I'll be like, I'm a genius. And then I play on like for a toddler, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing, dude? That was him.
And he was reacting like how I would react if that happened. Yeah. He was like, whoa! Wow! Yeah. Like he was so shocked.
11 places before like the end of lap 1. Like, well, Yuki stalled. I mean, something.
Let's not talk about it.
No, there's a conspiracy. They're trying to not get him in the Red Bull seat. They're like, look, he doesn't even know how to start his car. Yeah, Yuki stalled, but he got like 4 on just like the first turn, and then like 7 going into like turn 6.
Everyone's like stuck in the one lane, and he's like, there's like a whole other lane.
Yeah.
You know when you're in line at a store and there's like a whole other register, and you're in the back of the line, and you're like, I'm about to feel like an asshole, but I'm just gonna go over here. Like, it's not cutting. You guys are just stupid.
Yeah, he just pulled onto the shoulder and just passed everyone in traffic.
Yeah.
No, but it was a horny performance from Leclerc today. But he was so depressed after the race, and he kept like asking. He's like, "So how far?" Like, so guys, like, "Hey, where are we in the constructors?" And they're like, "It's not looking good."
Yeah.
And he was like, and then he asked one.
He's like, "Talk to me, guys." They're like, "No, no."
I'm putting the team on my back again, right, guys? Anything? How far is Carlos behind Lando? 7.5 seconds. Fuck. He was so depressed when he was like, drinking the water.
Let me just trust me on this.
Yeah.
It would have been so much worse if Sainz had the drive of his life and he won them the Constructors Championship. That would have been worse. Objectively worse. Like, you're welcome. And then all the Sainz fans would have been like, see?
Yeah.
See? He's better than Lewis Hamilton. Anyway.
I mean, it's like an awkward dynamic when you know you're going to leave. And if like you have resentment to your team, like that was part of the excuse of why they got rid of Ocon, because like we know that Ocon's like a vengeful motherfucker. Like after that podium, he was like, "All right, I'm not helping you guys anymore. Like I got mine, I ate, and now I'm not doing shit for you." So they're like, "We're gonna get you out of here."
I came and now I'm on my phone, just ignoring you.
Yeah.
Just watching YouTube clip, just doing TikTok.
Yeah, but Ferrari just like it's a cult. It indoctrinates. He's like.
You know what a dick Ocon must be behind closed doors that they looked at Doohan, who finished like fucking like, yeah, we'll take that, thank you. Yeah.
But,
fuck Ocon.
Yeah.
Play the hits, Matt. Play the hits.
But all of a sudden Pierre Gasly's like, remember me? Motherfuckers act like you forgot about Dre.
Yeah.
Because like when we he was a hot prospect at one point.
Well, I was really attached to his Drive to Survive storyline.
Yes.
Because he was like the jilted person.
Yeah.
Now it's Yuki. So like I like jilted people.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Anyway.
When Yuki was fighting against Oscar at that one point, I was like, Nicole Piastri must be shitting her pants right now.
No, it's like, Oscar better not hit her favorite driver. Yeah. I was about to get fucking disowned.
Yeah, they're like, please, like, Oscar, please, just, like, keep it clean.
Yeah.
I don't think they were worried about Oscar. They were like, this is Yuki Tsunoda we're talking about here, please.
Yeah. Yuki was great when they were like, he was like, don't come in. And he was like, why?
Yeah. No,
why?
It was more exasperated that. He was just like, yeah. Why?
There was a lot of Napoleon Dynamite today. Like Yuki was like, why? And then Max was like, why don't they make it 20 seconds? Stupid idiots. Yeah. Idiot. Remember Napoleon Dynamite? Idiot. And he was also very much giving the guy from Breakfast Club. Like, you just bought yourselves a day's detection. Fine, whatever. That's 2 days.
Yeah.
Fuck it, 3. Oh, man. That's so crazy that he knew he did wrong. Like, he knew he fucked up. Mm-hmm. But then to have the psychosis to be like, what?
Well, he never thinks that he's wrong.
No, he knew he was wrong. He apologized to Oscar.
Like after the fact, but in the moment, you know what I mean? Like he's just like, he's so present that he's just always like, I'm completely justified in every action that I've ever taken in my entire life.
Can we just go over the past season that Max Verstappen had?
Yeah.
He was dominating. He sucked. Mm-hmm. He clawed his way. He held on with his like Terminator dead grip. Like he killed everybody with the severed arm. That was just like, gets into like a Kendrick Drake level beef, like questions the character of George Russell, like brings so much venom and vitriol, like threats to kill George Russell allegedly, and then 3 minutes, has the win after having the win of the best win we've ever seen, and then after threatening to kill George Russell, he's like, I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah. Isn't that great? I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah. That's like some fucking Norman Bates fucking level shit. Split personality.
Dude, Max is gonna be a dad.
Dude, what if I like punched you in the face and then said, I'm getting engaged?
Yeah. Well, on this season of The Valley, anyone? There's one of the women and she's like pregnant. I forget her name. Janet. And she's...
Hey, shut up! No participation!
What did we establish were the rules? No, thank you. Janet is a terrorist.
Let him struggle!
Janet is a terrorist. Janet is constantly causing havoc within this friend group. The Valley is, if you don't know, it's Vanderpump Rules, but now they're like married and live in the Valley.
Dude, they should know what the Valley is if they come to this show.
Are having kids.
This F1 show.
And they're all getting divorced and miserable. Anyway, this one, Janet, is pregnant, and she's just like planting seeds and just watching the chaos unfurl. And people are like ending friendships. People are like being blamed for like horrific shit. And Janet's like, I'm pregnant. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then a few people are like, and they're like, but she's pregnant, so you can't. But Matt, he's a genius. He's an evil genius.
And then they're like, you're going to be a dad for the first time. He's like, actually, I'm a bonus dad. I'm like, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. And then literally 2 hours later, he's like, Oscar, fuck you! Fuck you!
It is iconic timing.
Look at the sonogram. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. It's an iconic time to like post publicly about that. Because, like, you can wait, Like, you don't have to let everyone know that you're having a kid, like, now. Like, you can, I don't think Kelly was there. I don't think she's, like, showing necessarily. But he was like, no, now's the time. Now's the time.
Also, they've probably known for weeks.
No, they've known, but it's just, like, it was probably, like, on the schedule, but it's just, like...
Maybe we push it a week.
A week?
Unless he's retiring.
Well,
there are rumors that he's retiring.
Are those real or are those people on Twitter?
Same thing.
I don't understand the question.
Have you guys heard those rumors? Shut up! Yeah, he might retire.
You think?
Show of hands.
Yeah.
Who thinks he's retiring? Obviously, he's retiring eventually.
Yeah. At the end of this, before 2025. All right.
It's 2.
But is Checo going to retire? That's the real question. And it's like, I got let go. I'm leaving. No, guys, I'm leaving. We creative differences, and I will be stepping aside.
They're like, so you're going to, like, resign.
Yeah.
So we don't have to fire you. And he's like, I'm not fucking leaving. You know what's so crazy is remember he did that meme of the Wolf of Wall Street. He's like, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm like, do you not remember how that movie ended? In like unmitigated disaster for that guy. Like, everybody fucking misses the point of that movie.
Yeah, he goes to jail and then now has a podcast.
Yeah, like
that's the story of that guy. One of the worst fates you can ever have to have a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think
also they might have to pay a penalty if they let him go.
Right.
I don't know. It seems complicated.
I just need them to like shit or go. It's like I'm so tired of the. And I kind of just don't believe, like, we've talked about it for so many years. Checo's leaving. And then, like, he's in the press conference and he's like, I mean, I'm still contracted to race for them.
Dude, I'm gonna be outraged.
If he stays.
No.
Yeah.
I think you and I should keep our counter culture thing going.
Yeah.
And just be fucking outraged when they fire him.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
After everything he's done?
He made it to Q3 in Abu Dhabi. Was nobody watching? He finished strong.
Yeah, there was.
Wasn't for Bottas, he probably would have won that fucking race. Ah!
He's the king of the streets.
He's the king of the streets. Remember Abu Dhabi 2021 when he held off Lewis for 3 seconds?
Checo's a legend. Checo's a legend. How far we've come from that.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. Like at some point, they're really waiting to see how he does in Abu Dhabi before they make a decision. I'm like, it's been 3. Like, it's crazy when they say shit like that. Well, we've watched him for the entire year, but like, let's see how he does in this race. He's just not there.
Yeah, but they don't care, dude.
But Yuki Tsunoda, dude. Why? When Yuki doesn't get the Red Bull seat, why? Well, I guess Liam's going to get it. We've spent more time with Yuki. Yuki's had more time in the sport. He has had a bit of the edge on Liam, though, in these last races.
Yeah. But it's a bit of heads I win, tails you lose with Yuki at this point.
Right.
Because they think he's crazy.
They just don't see him that way.
Yeah.
He's just not wifey material for them.
Because he used his car as a weapon against Daniel Ricciardo.
I mean,
such frivolous grounds.
That was a wild first race.
That
move.
was a thing that happened this season.
What were the other hits from this season? I mean, yeah, race 1, Yuki after the race almost torpedoing Daniel Ricciardo in his like bid to get the seat from being a hothead.
Yeah.
That was fucking iconic.
Yeah, he talked about shitting his pants within 3 seconds of the interview. So we're like, hey, Yuki, how's it going? He's like, so I shit my pants when I was 5 years old. I was like, I didn't think I could love you more, but you're perfect.
Let him be the face of the biggest brand in the sport, please.
Yeah, it's like, what are they going to do when Max and Lewis leave? I'm like, Yuki Tsunoda's right there, dude. God damn it.
Venkas, as you know, we have teamed up with BetMGM this season, and we are using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks. And if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code DADDY, and you will get up to $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app, and you sign up using the bonus code DADDY, because we're fun. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. You'll receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure that you use the bonus code DADDY when you sign up. Don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code DADDY and get your first $1,500 first bet offer today. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and over. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY for New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 1-800-327-5050 for Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Indiana. 1-800-981-0023 for Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code DADDY and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. It was like the moment between Lewis and Charles after the race where they like dapped up. They like gave each other a look because like Charles was just like so depressed, and then like Lewis was just like also like, yeah, I'm not on the podium, but like me too, I'm here. I'm got my own little place board here.
They gave him his own place.
Yeah, and he did donuts, and he had like his own. He was on the track too.
Why?
He's staying. It's like
he's
not
staying.
retiring.
He's not leaving. I don't really understand it.
I get it's people that like wanna.
It's like in a job, you celebrate someone's retirement, not them moving desks. Like
moving down the hall.
Oh, yeah, it's just like
It's kind of like
crazy.
when they asked Charles about like the Carlos thing, and he was like, "He's not my girlfriend. Like, sorry, I'm gonna see him almost as much as I do now."
Guys, this is a really special night. We want to announce that we're switching ad providers. Like it's like it's not that big a deal. Changes nothing about us or who we are. It's just there's going to be a little tile that's different.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, but they dapped up after, and there was a look, and people are like, "That's the look of like next year. Next year we're gonna fucking get him."
Yeah, you think they're going to work together?
Yeah.
You think if there's a World Drivers' Championship to be had, they're going to work together?
No, Lewis is gonna have to. I mean, if he got out qualified by George like 19-5 this year, like what's he gonna do against Charles?
Dude, he walks down and he fucks them all. Dude, he's like the definition of work smarter, not harder.
That is true.
Like it's like me like trying to open a jar, like trying so hard, and my old ass dad just takes like a knife and just like fucking ding ding, and it's open. You know what I mean? It's just that wisdom.
He's got that wisdom, and Charles doesn't have that. Charles just...
Yeah.
He's so shocked when he's like, "How far? We're not gonna win the constructors," and they're like, "No, dude."
How
like,
is he?
No!
No! I gotta hand it to him. Like, all he's experienced in his life is disappointment, and he still
has belief.
Still believe.
He does.
It's just been nothing but failure and bleakness.
It is.
And he's like, "What? It's not working out." It's admirable.
It is admirable.
Does he just have like the memento thing, like where he just resets? It's like 51st dates. Every day he wakes up, he's like, "I'm a Ferrari driver. Everything is amazing." No, I'm a Ferrari driver. Everything is awesome. No.
Right. He does have that short memory, but Matt, the body keeps the score.
Yeah.
You know? The body keeps the score.
He keeps the score.
He might. It's like Severance. It's like you might like forget what happens in your workday, but then you're like in a really bad mood.
He would sign up for that fucking shit. He would sign up for that shit.
Who would love a Severance situation in Formula One?
He would love it.
Lewis, the last couple years, I think would be okay with it.
Last couple of years would love it.
Lewis, if it's not going to be you next year, if it's not going to be us next year, I hope it's you. Yes, shut. You didn't. You didn't
give him a fucking contract. You gave him a 1+1.
And he
for
wanted
a 12-year-old.
And he wanted to be an ambassador, and you said no.
Honestly, I don't think it was him. I think it was the board. Like I don't think Toto was like, "Yeah, let's not spend money on this guy." I think the money question was I think the board is cheap. I don't know. But I get the emotions of it. It's like you broke up 6 months ago. But now your lease is up, so you actually have to like move your shit.
Yeah.
It's like I know you broke up like a while back and it was ugly, but now it's like you cry and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like honestly the saddest moment because I was like, everyone was kind of like really performing how upset they were around it, but I thought like when he was talking with Bono, I was like, that was cute. That was cute.
Why?
Because they're like...
I guess I'm just dead inside.
You are dead inside. That was the one piece I thought was cute. It's like Bono, like, no one would know who the fuck Bono is. They would be like the Irish singer whose kids are actors.
Bono was like, "Don't worry, Lewis. I have a brilliant plan." And then Lewis was like, "How far am I behind George?" He was like, 14 seconds. He was like, "What happened to the brilliant plan?" Yeah. He's like, "So the brilliant plan is you're only going to stop once, and then you're going to drive really, really fast. Go. Hammer time."
I do like when they kind of like when they said the thing to Leclerc about like the rhythm. It's like, time to get in the rhythm now, Charles. And he was like, "I don't know what this is, but guys, this is the rhythm. This is the rhythm. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come on now, it's bobsled time. Cool running."
That was a brilliant segue from a Monegasque into a Jamaican.
Yeah. Vegas, this episode is brought to you by Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Buffalo Trace is crafted at the oldest continually operated distillery in America. The distillery has been making whiskey since 1773. That is 250 beautiful years. Buffalo Trace, the flagship bourbon from the world's most award-winning distillery, has a bold, robust flavor that is still incredibly smooth since it's aged 7 to 8 years for an elevated taste. Ahead of the next race, grab a bottle of Buffalo Trace and discover for yourself why this whiskey wins so many awards. Drink it straight or try the Buffalo Old Fashioned. Buffalo Trace, American-made, family-owned, and always perfectly untamed. Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey has 45% alcohol by volume, proudly produced at Buffalo Trace Distillery, Frankfort, Kentucky. Bankers, we are taking a break from this episode to talk to you about our newest sponsor, Chomps. Chomps is the perfect snack. It's my favorite snack to bring with me on race day. With 10 to 12 grams of protein per stick, it's a good source of protein and high quality protein at that. You gotta make sure that what you're putting in your body, it's high quality, and with Chomps, it is. Also, 0 grams of sugar and 100% grass-fed and finished beef. That's what you're getting with Chomps. And on top of all that, it tastes good. Here's what I like to do. I like to bring a handful of Chomps, throw them in my backpack, go to the race so I can be nice and fueled. Don't get distracted by the booths and the funnel cake and all the stuff that's bad for you. You need a good, healthy snack because it's hot at these races. You want to make sure that you're fueled up and ready to go so that you can watch Lando Norris blow another start. Listen, but Chomps helps me get through those races. It helps me get through those races with their delicious, delicious sticks. And if you want to learn more, you can go to chomps.com/redflags. The link will be in the description. It's once again, chomps.com/redflags. Learn more and get your Chomps today. Now back to the show.
No, but I was like, Bono, because then there were like rumors he was going to go with Lewis. He was going to like stay with him. And then like that's not happening. And now it's kind of like in.
I don't know. It was
Wham,
kind of
in Wham. You know, the band Wham. George Michael. And then the fucking other guy. And, like, the other guy was like, yeah, George Michael's, like, amazing. Like, I wouldn't have a career without him. And, like, I'm totally okay just being second fiddle. Like, no one, like, people, like, Bono's life is amazing now because of Lewis Hamilton.
okay.
I feel sad for Bono.
Okay. Yeah.
You're dead inside.
I am dead inside.
Just let me fucking have
I
that
just
one
like don't. I just don't think it's like you want to make me sad, like Yuki not getting the Red Bull seat, or like, I don't know. That's like literally the only thing I think about when I lie awake at night.
Dude, Yuki had to ask the press to ask Red Bull if what they thought.
He's like,
That's how out of the loop he is. Dude.
he's like, you guys, I'm putting you guys on the. I got a hot tip. I got a hot story for you guys. I want you to look into Yuki Tsunoda getting the Red Bull seat. Go chase it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They put that. He knew it too. Like he came down. He was like, "That's it." Am I going? Oh, okay. That's like it's your first. It's like his first year. Like I feel like if you're an experienced driver, you're like, no, that's not on right. Fucking take that shit back. Put it back on right. He had to come back in. That was a Haas special. I haven't seen that since episode 1 of Drive to Survive. I was like, I thought that was only for the TV show. Like, I don't think that actually happens.
Yeah.
Gunther Steiner was like, smile. He was happy about that. He's like, see? We're not the only one. Yes.
Yeah.
Even Visa Cash App. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to Cash App. The cool down room.
He sucks, dude.
He sucks.
Dude, for the price of one media credential, this could all go away, but who cares? He fucking sucks. He's just in the cool down room, like,
Yeah.
just look at us 5 champions. Just look at us winners, all of us. He's like photobombing F1. It's so fucking cringe. They all fucking hate him, but he's feeling really good because like Max and George are fighting, and they're not paying attention to what a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's so happy right now.
Yeah, and that's how the ruling class keeps us all divided. They want us fighting amongst it to not look.
Yeah.
No, when he was like he was like yelling at Lando. He was like he needed to tell. Did anyone understand what he said to Lando? He was like, Lando, 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 look at me,
Look at me.
look at me, Lando. And then he was like, he said it was done. And then he leave. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then Zack Brown, and I was loving Zack Brown in the cool down room too. Like we interviewed Zack Brown. When he comes into the room, he just fucking wide stance, hands in the pocket. And he's like, so what we talking about? What we talking about, boys? No, he was like, you got me. He's like, Leclerc, you were flying. Leclerc's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. And he's like, first and third. Like, oh, if it had been first and third, like, you guys would have won the championship. And Sainz is like, yeah. Leclerc's like, oh, it is the sound of silence. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?
God bless him.
And on the podium, when he was just like, I just love Zak Brown, dude. Just like, He wasn't even spraying the champagne. He was just like dumping it on his team. It's like, you want to spray it out. He was like, here you go. It was like some mechanic was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, did you see this?
Oh wait, yeah, what was this? I heard the announcer like, stick around to be a part of the Formula One movie. I was like, okay. So
George Russell got dragged up for a fake podium with Brad Pitt.
And when the other star and the other guy?
Was it Brad? No, or was it?
Oh wow. They made the Ferrari boys after not winning the Constructors Championship.
Yeah.
Hey, stick around and be on the podium with Brad.
Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt's like spraying him with champagne. He's like, fuck this. God damn it. Could you imagine if instead of Javier Bardem, it was Gunther Steiner?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, we need you. Our team fucking sucks. We fucking suck, okay? Join the fucking team, okay? And I can't pay you shit. You're going to pay me.
Eat this Chipotle burrito bowl. Eat it, Brad. We need the money.
I would watch that movie every day.
We have a photo shoot today, Brad. What's it for? A toy boat company. Yeah.
We need a car built for combat. We got no fucking money. The car might not even be built. How did K-Mag screw Lewis?
K-Mag's. Oh, during quality.
Yeah, that was intentional, wasn't it?
The Bollard was like the same exact Mercedes blue.
Yeah, I was like,
even when Lewis fucks up, it's like fashionable. I was like, how did you get that exact same color?
Everything's
blue?
color coordinated with him. That is
I'm like,
true.
damn, this guy's got fucking.
He's like,
style.
Brian was like, there's something under his car. I was like, no, it's like perfectly, it's painted. It can't be. It's branded. Yeah, I mean, Lewis was like, I've had the worst luck, and I'm like, what? What? You've had the worst luck as you've been consistently like not qualifying well, like. You're like yes, yes. You've had
this time
he had the worst.
This time
luck.
it was the Bollard. The other 18 times is Father Time. You know.
Yeah.
Father Time. Well, there was this dinner. Should we analyze? Jenny, let's bring the screen down. We're gonna analyze the seating arrangements. Who is sitting where? What were the vibes? Yeah, look at that, high tech. Pinnacle of podcasts. Pinnacle of motorsport. Ooh. All right.
All right, nice.
All right. Everyone was like looking at the picture of all of them together, but like that stage, this is what was really, really happening.
Can I just say, Brian?
Yeah.
This is when this happens. This is always the most stressful moment of my life.
Okay.
I'm like, oh fuck, where are you sitting? Where am I gonna? Oh no, I'm on the end with the worst.
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So let's
horrible
see.
middle.
Well, you know what? Okay, let's go from like best to worst. Yeah, thank you.
This is a shit middle right here.
This middle's tough.
This is a tough middle.
I mean, let's okay. Ocon, Hulkenberg, Checo, cross the way.
Yeah.
Joe,
Jenny was like, well, I'll be able to annotate it. Don't worry. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I'll be able to draw whatever you guys want. And I'm like, cool. She'll be like, it'll be like John Madden up in this bitch. And I'm like, aren't you?
This is like the guy.
We are checking. We are checking.
All right.
Wait, where did it go? Where did the annotation go, Jenny? Put it back. Put it back quickly. Quickly,
All right.
Jenny.
Ocon, Hulkenberg, Perez, cross the way, Joe Albon. That's tough.
Albon's a good middle.
Albon's a good middle, but like you need like it's the Larry.
He's got nothing to work with.
You need your best in the middle.
Yeah.
This is the worst in the middle.
Yeah.
It's the best on the ends because okay, down here, fucking.
This is a party over here.
This
is a part. This is
Yuki, Liam, Lando, Oscar, Max, Colapinto. If I'm here,
I'm crawling over the table to get over here.
I'm killing
to
myself.
get over here. Yeah.
If I have to make small talk,
Lewis is like, I'm over here. Like, check it out. Yeah.
if I have to make small talk with Hulkenberg and Ocon.
Wait, where's George?
Okay, George. George is there.
Yeah, they kept it. Yeah, no, wait. Fuck, I'm wrong. God damn it. Now, where is Max?
On the same side. Important.
Right. So
No
they
eye
can't-
contact.
No, you can't see
No
each
eye
other.
contact. Both wearing black. Both ready to fight after midnight. No one can see us. We'll meet at dawn. Then back here. Okay, so this is technically Pierre Gasly. But he looks like Turtle from Entourage, and I don't know why. Before he got
that's a body
too.
double.
Before he
That's
got
a body double.
That is technically Pierre Gasly, but he's looking insane. So he's sitting with it's like Charles and Pierre.
Lewis is in hell right now. Between George and Pierre, he's in hell. He's in fucking hell right now.
Look at that.
Jenny's making me eat my words right now.
Fucking quarter notes right there.
Yeah.
Dude. Half notes. Yeah, this is kind of like the adult. Like this is like mom, dad, and the uncles and the aunts. George is obviously the aunt.
Pierre's not at the kids' table. Pierre,
Pierre is like, I'm friends with Charles. I'm now me and Lewis and Charles, and we're all buds.
How many words do you think these two guys said to each other?
Hulkenberg and Pierre. Hulkenberg and
Esteban.
And fucking Checo. Brutal, dude. Brutal.
So crazy weather we got here in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Man. A lot of sand. A lot of dust when you hit. Dust just comes.
And just like on shrooms over here. Valtteri Bottas just leaning out of frame. Just like, hey.
on his own wavelength. Paid for the dinner. Brian 2 years ago. I got it. You always like to pay for shit
Yeah.
when you shouldn't pay for shit.
Right. Because I'm a good guy. Moving on. But, yeah. Yeah, okay. So Lance Stroll, not in attendance. K-Mag, not in attendance. Fernando Alonso, not in attendance. Those are the three. But then Hulkenberg was in attendance, but not in the picture. He took the picture? That would be savage.
Wait, they asked Hulkenberg to take the picture?
No, he wasn't in the picture afterwards. He has kids. So does Checo. So does Max. Hey, Max. Max
Checo has 5
kids. I feel
kids.
so bad for you guys over here. Can you see? Damn, that's black. You can't see shit.
Okay, so we have Oscar, Lando, Max, Colapinto. No, I'm not. I can't. Oh, there's like a whole.
Yeah.
That's why you get premium seating. You just couldn't spring for the extra 5, 10. Okay. Well.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting if all the talk has been about what were George and Max what are the vibes, and what do you think the vibes are going to be?
Well, they said that he only sits next to Max, and he took the chair and dragged it over to Lewis so he would not sit next to him.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't plan this very well, did they?
No, they want Lando probably was like, he's gonna sit right here. Please, everyone talk about this and not that I botched this fucking season. Please.
Yeah, Lando's so happy that this is happening. He was like, yeah, I hope they keep fighting. I hope they keep fighting all through 2025 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Max is like, he's like one of those guys who'll rip your face off and then be like, hey, how's it going? Like, he's like,
Right.
I don't think he's.
And George is British and polite enough that he'll like play along.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
These guys are so repressed.
Yeah, I think he really compartmentalizes.
Well, they get it out on track, and then I guess in the press. But then, like, there was a picture of like the day after that first press conference, where he's like has his arm around Max, and they're like kind of being chummy.
Yeah, but there are guys, right?
Yeah.
There are guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been a victim of this, where a guy will be like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What's up, fucker?
Yeah,
How's it going? I fucking like. There's that vibe to certain guys,
yeah.
you know, where it's like, it's kind of like, hey, chief.
Yeah.
What's up, fucker?
Yeah,
you know.
what's going on, dude? Hey, you're looking good,
How
pal.
have you fucking been,
You're
you
looking
fuck?
good. Or they'll like kind of like do one of these, especially from the older generation. You guys
Yeah.
have an uncle that will just kind of give you a nice little like pop. Oh. Here, I'm ringing in my ear.
Yeah.
All right, we can let this fine piece of technology go away.
Oscar Piastri looks like the girl in front of the burning building. She's just like, why is he the kid from the fucking Omen, dude?
Dude, he was. That's a move from a world champion right there.
And they're like,
He's so fucking quick with it.
10-second penalty. Good.
He's so quick with it. Thankers, not only does Cash App sponsor our favorite perfectly branded Formula One team, but they also make it easier for you to save money so you can do the things you love, like going to an F1 race. Listen, to be honest, we thought that Cash App was just a way to send people money. Hey, Cash App me for that. But it's a way faster and simpler way to bank. You can start saving with as little as $1, no hidden fees, no minimum balance requirements, no account fees. And we all know that overdraft fees make no sense. Why are you charging someone if they don't have any money? Plus, when you deposit $300 or more in paychecks, you can get up to $50 in free overdraft coverage. It pays to get paid on Cash App, so go download the app today. What are you doing? Now back to the show. All right, should we get into our awards? Let's do our awards for this race. Hottest moment of the day. I think it's got to be Charles Leclerc.
Charles
right?
Leclerc.
That opening onboard, I was like, because I watched it on F1 TV, and you can I was like, I gotta watch this on board.
It's gonna be 20 minutes before I see what actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't show you what the real shit is. I was like, yeah. And I was like, wow, that happened 11 places in like a minute.
Yeah, he was like HOV lane, just fucking
Just fucking took it.
Larry David with the prostitute, just fucking sending it.
It goes to the
Sex
Dodgers.
worker, sorry, sex worker.
Goes to the Dodgers
Yeah.
game. Radio of the day. Why? Or the rhythm. There were some good radios today. Yeah, that Yuki Yuki exasperated. I love him so much. Why? Then they bring Max up.
I love a double insult that means the same. Stupid idiot, Max. Why don't they just make it 20 seconds? I like that one too.
Yeah.
Anyway, these don't have to be conclusive.
Daddy of the day. I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's literally daddy
He's
of
literally
I
a
posted it on my Instagram today in the midst of all of this chaos.
Yeah.
That is, it's like, Max was born in I was raised. You merely what's the fucking quote? What's that fucking dumb quote that like aggro bros love?
You adopted the darkness. I was born in it. No, but he's so compartmentalized. He was like, "Oh, I think today I'll announce I'm a father." Like he.
Yeah, but then the kid's like, "What the fuck is going on?" The whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to Max.
Max is a literal daddy.
Max's literal dad. I'll also give it to a little bit of Zak Brown. Come on. I mean, let's. I think we take a second. Like McLaren. Was
They
a
were
fucking
nowhere.
Joke.
They were nowhere.
They were a joke.
There's a documentary, like a Proto Drive to Survive, just about McLaren. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Grand Prix Driver. And like it's like shows Zack Brown get there, and they're like, and he's like standing in front of the car. They're like, so you think you could sell sponsorships on this thing? And the car like looks like this. It's just black. He's like, yeah, we definitely got some space there. So let me see what I can do. Now it looks like a fucking, Times Square.
Yeah.
It's incredible what he's done.
Yeah.
And, culminating with the appearing on our podcast. So
That's
was pretty
true.
Awesome. Yeah.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Daddy vibe. They were like, when Lando said like, me and Zach are getting wasted tonight on the intro, I was like, all right, I want to get drunk with Zack Brown. I don't know if I want to get drunk with Lando Norris.
What's my relapse like?
Yeah, who's your relapse?
Who's my relapse ranking?
Well, we wanted
number one relapse is Max.
Yeah, we wanted to.
Zach would be a good relapse.
Yeah.
You know what would be a terrible relapse? Leclerc. I would hate to relapse with Leclerc. I'd be like, I fucked up my whole life.
He'd be like, I'll sit in with you, brother.
Yeah.
No, he'd be like, don't do it. He's too nice.
This is really sad.
This is. Let's see. Payback of the day brought to you by Cash App.
Lewis, y'all forgot about Dre. Coming from like so far back.
Yeah. I just feel like George kind of let him through. I think he did. Immediately after Lewis passed him, I watched George was like, he was like, look at what a good, amazing, honorable man I am, unlike Max Verstappen, who resorts to violence.
Yeah, I mean, George was like, I've respected him all this time, but he's been a piece of shit for 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like, what? How have you respected him all this time? And then be like, not that we're keeping track, but, on December 12th of 2016, he did this.
Yeah.
And, so
He came with receipts.
Yeah.
He was like a fucking jilted lover.
Yeah.
He was like, well, here. Well, no. Oh, you said no, you didn't do that? Let me pull up my phone here.
Yeah, because he's had a completely
Interesting that 2021, you're a fucking terrorist.
But you notice he didn't fight him on the facts of the actual case.
Right, he kind of left. He was like, it's not about this particular instance where I was objectively wrong. It's about Max's entire vibe.
Yeah. My parents are in the crowd.
Yeah.
And whenever I feel like I was like getting them we were in a fight and I felt like I was winning on a point. They'd be like, it's, what did they say? What did you guys say to me? It's cumulative. It's not about the thing. It's about bigger than the thing. And I'm like, all right, now I'm just trauma dumping, it feels like.
Let's bring him up. No. All right, payback. Lewis. Anyone else? Oscar.
Why did he pay back?
Because he got a point. And he got. Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels really good about himself. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, immediately. Yeah. Then he crashed into Colapinto. I don't know who got payback. Well, I get. Well, I'm just being a Lando fucking fuckboy, but Lando Norris, 4 wins this year. I'm alone. I'm on Lando Island. Every time I think I'm out, he pulls me back in. Legendary moment of the day brought to you by Sunoco. Legendary moment. Lewis Donut. Guys.
Guys, know your fucking audience.
He did donuts when they did donuts when Alonso retired and then he fucking came back.
Yeah.
It's like these donuts don't mean anything. Yeah, when he crouched. Yeah, he crouched to the car. Oh God, it was a legendary moment. Love it. Just give me some PTO, baby. Let me take this fucking week off, but still go to the fucking dinner. I'm still at the dinner. And guess who isn't fucking doing suck my dick? Honestly, that is kind of like,
Yeah.
I do kind of love that move from Ocon.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
I'll give that to Ocon. Legendary. This week where people's careers are ending, Lewis is doing donuts. I'll give it to Ocon for skipping work. Fucking saying fuck you to his boss. Skipping work.
Just being paid to leave. Just being paid not to drive.
Dude, you always gotta fucking like applaud a severance package. Gotta applaud one. We're gonna save Karen of the day because we got something special planned for that. But red flag of the day.
It's got to be
Max dive bombing Oscar Piastri, or is it?
It's MBS.
MBS in the cooldown room.
Just in a power stance, like
Trying to mimic Zach. Yeah, me too, Zack Brown.
just two proprietors of well-run organizations.
Yeah.
Just two really well-respected, successful executives who everyone respects. Two self-made men. Anyway.
That's right. All right. Let's do hot takes. We've had the whole show. Does anyone have... We're going to get a couple people up here. You're going to give us your F1 hot take, and then the audience will vote. Who's got a hot take? Who's got a hot take here? All right, we got one down there. Come on up, sir. Come on up, sir. Who else?
All right, come on. Let's go.
We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. All right, we got 6. That's it. That's it. Everyone get up out here. Hello. Yes. All right.
Let's get everybody in a line over here. Everybody face. Let's do it for these people. Let's do it. Let's do it for these. I'm gonna have my back to the crowd here. Okay, no, I'm kidding.
All right.
It's cheat out.
What's your name?
David.
David, take the mic. David, I want to get your hot take, and I want you to say it like you're a psycho like one of us. Just say it with your full chest, even if it's crazy.
But remember, you have a microphone, and I have a headache, so.
Gunther Steiner, team principal, Cadillac.
All right. Playing to the crowd. He knows his audience. That would mean that that our podcast with him would not exist anymore. So I don't know if I like that take.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That was good. All right. Next, your name and your hot take.
All right, I'm Kyle. Lewis Hamilton, he's not going to get his 8th World Driver Championship.
No.
Unless
Okay.
he gets his second song out.
Oh.
I think we'll get the song. We'll get the song before.
He needs to lay the pipe down.
He does.
He needs to lay the pipe down. Put the pipe down. Was it lay the pipe down? Put the pipe down.
Lay the pipe down.
Part 2.
All right. Next, your
It's
name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Let's
And
hear it.
I think Newey going to Aston Martin is going to make Lance Stroll competitive within 2 years.
Let's go! Hava Nagila. All right, amazing.
Okay,
Hi.
but sorry. Go ahead.
Damn, all right. Hi, I'm Nishat. My hot take, I don't know if it's much of a hot take, but with all the rumors about Max retiring, he's going to retire next year purely because the Zandvoort track is leaving next year. So he's leaving next year. It's going to be a big fuck you. And honestly, I respect it. I think it would be a really great fuck you just to be like, I'm out.
Okay. I like it.
I'm Jason. My hot take, Newey turns around Aston Martin midway through next year, much like McLaren turned around midway through Alonso World Drivers Championship.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. So who are our finalists?
I recognize you.
Yes. Now,
Where did you go to college again?
Harvard.
There we go. That's a brilliant take. I knew that. That's a big brain right
We
there.
met
I
last
knew
year.
it. I
we
knew
did,
it.
we
I
did,
knew he
of
was
course,
smart.
Of course. Who are our finalists?
Obviously, the one that said Alonso was going to be World Drivers Championship.
We got the Alonso, we got the Stroll, and we got. Thank you. You guys, you both had good takes, but they were nuanced. They were qualifiers to the takes.
Yeah.
But thank
no
you for participating.
caveats in a hot take.
All right. So now I
On
really...
the one hand, it's this. On the no, you just fucking straight shot it.
We have the competing with full chest. What's going to happen?
Lance Stroll
Is gonna...
Well, okay.
Just Lance Stroll.
Let's wipe it. Let's wipe it and do it. Let's wipe it and try that again.
One more time.
Lance Stroll's gonna be competitive in 2 years because Newey's gone to Aston Martin.
No. What we gotta just don't check in with us. We don't matter. Nobody matters. All that matters is you and your opinion.
I don't think this stands up to much scrutiny, if I'm being totally honest.
What do you mean?
I wasn't prepared for Q&A on the topic.
I don't know. What do you mean? You just gotta fucking.
Dude,
send it.
we're like Dr. Phil for unhinged F1 takes.
You just gotta send it.
Send it.
You're like checking in with us. You're like, this is no. You don't care about us.
Send it.
Newey going to ask? I don't know.
All right. Come on. Hey, you're a fucking Harvard guy, bro. Fucking show him how it's done, dude. Fucking show him how it's done, bro.
Newey fucking crushes it, and Alonso the World Drivers' Championship.
Yes!
Thank you for participating. Well done. We do have a Yuki Tsunoda shirt.
Yeah.
No Yuki takes. No Yuki takes. That's okay. All right.
How do I reach these kids?
He's like, I'm a normal person. I'm not a fucking psycho.
I'm well adjusted. I'm
well adjusted. I felt sad for Bono. All right, so
I did think the donuts were cute.
donuts were sweet. Okay, so season's done, and this race, this whole week could have been so boring. Could have been just so nothing had it not been for Max Verstappen and George Russell. And obviously the Wicked movie's out. And there was a kind of conversation, who's Elphaba, who's Wicked, who's Elphaba, who's Glinda.
We said it was last week. We said it was Lando was Glinda,
Right.
and Max was Elphaba.
And I think because they're ultimately maybe friends, but you got to start at enemies. And George, it's enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
Strangers to lovers to enemies. Whatever. So we've, for Karen of the day, also, we got to give it to George Russell. But sometimes, I just want to say shout out to Le44Y on TikTok because this account established this pairing before we did, but we've written a little song. I will be playing George Russell in this song. Matthew will be playing Max Verstappen in this song. And there might be something else that happens. Okay. Dearest, darlingest, Toto and Susie.
Dear helmets.
There's been some confusion of the rules here in F1.
But of course I'll move under braking.
But of course I'll complain about it. For I know that's how you'd want me to respond. Yes. There's been some confusion, for you see my rival is unusual and exceedingly unceremonious and altogether quite impossible to describe.
British.
What is this feeling so sudden and new?
I felt the moment I raced against you.
He's always winning.
His wheels are spinning.
Oh, look, he's sinning. Oh, what is this feeling like in 21 when Lewis should have won? Yes.
No.
Loathing. Unadulterated loathing.
For your vibes.
Your voice.
Your clothing.
Let's just say I loathe it all. When we are inside the steward's room.
We started too high.
We did start. And we are both blotting out their doom.
It's simply lovely. It's simply lovely loathing.
Better than acceleration. That is total detestation.
It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit that he is fast, I will never fucking let him pass. And I will be loathing you my whole life long.
Oh, dear Georgie, you are just too good.
Ted Kravitz!
How do you race him? I don't think you could. He's a terror. He's a cheater. You may call it British bias, but oh, Georgie, you're a martyr.
Well, Ted Kravitz. Bullies are sent to try us.
Poor dear Georgie, he's forced to race with someone who can't be second place. We just want to tell you he is a disgrace.
God save the king!
We share your loathing.
What is this feeling? So sudden and new.
Unadulterated
I felt the
loathing.
moment. I raced against you.
For his vibes, his voice.
Oh, he's winning.
His wheels are spinning.
Oh, what is this feeling like in 21? Yes.
Loathing better than acceleration. That is total detestation.
It's so pure, so strong.
No,
I do admit that he is fast. I will never fucking let him pass. And I will be loathing on track, off track, loathing when I attack, loathing you my whole life long. Da 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 da. And then he walks through the door and he goes, yabba dabba doo! And then he goes, ah! That's it. Thank
you so much.
Big shout out to Jenny. Big shout out to Jenny. Thank you all
so much for
this
coming.
season, for listening to the pod,
And all
for
your
coming
support.
to the shows.
We really appreciate it.
We love you, Venka.